Welcome to Infidelity Truths. Before we dive into today's gripping story, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more thrilling stories just for you. Let's begin.
I went through a heart-wrenching divorce last year that pushed me to the brink, both emotionally and financially. My ex-wife, whom I'll call Sarah, tried to strip me of everything I had worked for. But the way it all unfolded in court made every moment of pain worthwhile. Sarah and I had been married for 6 years, having met during our college days. We fell hard for each other, moved in together after graduation, and built a life that seemed perfect from the outside. I was pouring my energy into launching a cybersecurity startup, while she carved out a career in digital marketing. We were the couple everyone envied. Weekend brunches, exotic vacations, and a carefully curated social media presence. I supported her dreams, funding her early entrepreneurial ventures, helping her establish her LLC, paying off her car, and covering most of our expenses while she grew her brand. I believed in her vision and wanted to see her succeed. But after 5 years, cracks began to appear. Sarah started staying late at work, attending client dinners and weekend retreats I wasn't invited to. A new name kept coming up: Mark, a colleague from one of her marketing campaigns. She insisted their relationship was purely professional, but something felt off. I brushed it aside, blaming my unease on the stress of running a business. Then, one evening, while she was in the shower, I reached into her gym bag for some painkillers and stumbled across a second phone. It wasn't locked, and what I found shattered me. Messages, photos, videos, voice memos, hundreds of them. She called him my love, talked about how she couldn't wait to be free of me, and described me as a clueless workaholic who was bankrolling her exit strategy. One message burned itself into my mind. "He's too busy playing tech genius to see I'm already gone. He's just my ticket out." I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I meticulously documented everything: every text, every image, every transaction. That phone was a treasure trove of evidence. I hired a lawyer discreetly and prepared for what was coming. When I finally told Sarah I knew the truth, she didn't even flinch. She just shrugged and said, "Fine, then you know it's over." I asked if we could part ways amicably, but she laughed in my face, declaring she'd take the house, both cars, half my company, and even our dogs. When I asked why she was so determined to destroy me, she smirked and said, "Because I can, because I've played this smart." That was her fatal miscalculation. She had no idea what I'd uncovered or how prepared I was. She thought I'd crumble, beg for mercy, or pay her off to avoid a scandal. She couldn't have been more wrong. In court, Sarah showed up dressed like she was attending a gala, her lawyer painting me as a cold, controlling husband who had stifled her dreams and eroded her self-worth. She shed crocodile tears, claiming I'd left her no choice but to seek happiness elsewhere. Then, my lawyer took the floor. He presented a meticulously organized binder, complete with timestamps, text messages, photos, voicemails, and a detailed chronicle of her affair with Mark. There were Venmo payments to him, complete with flirty emojis, GPS records placing her at hotels when she claimed to be at wellness retreats, and security camera footage from our home showing her sneaking out in the middle of the night. Most damning of all, she had tried to access my company's financial accounts without authorization, hoping to paint herself as a key player in the business. My cybersecurity systems logged every attempt: IP addresses, timestamps, and failed login, all admissible in court. My lawyer read one of her texts aloud. "Don't worry, babe. Once this is over, I'll own half his company and we'll be set for life." The courtroom fell silent. Sarah's face drained of color and her lawyer looked like he wanted to disappear. The judge called for a recess. When we returned, Sarah's entire demeanor had shifted. Her lawyer scrambled to propose a private settlement, but my team declined. In the end, the judge ruled in my favor. She got one car. We split the proceeds from selling the house, but she was responsible for her own legal fees. She received no share of my business, no alimony, and I kept full custody of our dogs. The judge also cautioned her that any further false statements could lead to perjury charges. Sarah left the courtroom without a word, her earlier confidence replaced by utter defeat. I walked out feeling not triumphant, but justified, like I'd finally reclaimed my dignity after being deceived and manipulated. As for Sarah and Mark, I don't know where they ended up. Rumor has it they split a few months later when she didn't get the payout she'd counted on. For me, life has moved forward. My business is thriving, I have my dogs, and I'm sleeping soundly again. It's been 7 months since the divorce was finalized, and I've rebuilt myself, hitting the gym, dating someone new who's genuine and doesn't play games, and focusing on my own growth. But then, Sarah resurfaced. A few weeks ago, I received an email from her with the subject line, "Can we talk?" Against my better judgment, I opened it. She wrote that she was deeply remorseful for her actions, claiming she was in a dark place during our marriage and that Mark had manipulated her. She even said she missed the life we had and called me her safe harbor. I nearly choked on my coffee. This was the same woman who mocked me to her lover, who saw me as nothing more than a stepping stone to her next chapter. Now she was rewriting history. I didn't reply, but she didn't stop. She started calling, first from a blocked number, then from a new one, leaving voicemails where she sobbed, saying she'd lost her job, Mark had abandoned her, and her lease was ending. She begged for just 5 minutes of my time. I sent a curt text message stating that all communication should go through our lawyers unless it concerned property, which had already been resolved. Then I blocked her again. A week later, I ran into one of her old friends at the dog park. She was shocked to learn we'd divorced, as Sarah had told everyone I was the one who cheated and sabotaged our marriage. I calmly set this record straight, offering to share the evidence if needed. Her friend was floored. Apparently, Mark dumped Sarah shortly after the court case, and without the money she had counted on, she'd been drifting, crashing on friends' couches and scraping by with odd jobs. The friend confided, "Everyone told her not to push you so far. You were the only steady thing she had." I didn't revel in Sarah's downfall. I didn't smirk or feel vindicated. Instead, I felt a quiet sense of closure. For the first time in years, I understood that her betrayal wasn't about my shortcomings. It was about her insatiable need for validation, control, and more. No amount of love or sacrifice could have filled that void. She torched our life together only to realize too late that she was the one left with nothing. As for me, I'm moving forward. My dog's by my side, breathing freely in a life I've reclaimed.
Thank you, my amazing subscribers. Wow, what a journey. If you've made it to the end of this story, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Your support means everything to me. Every time you watch, like, and comment, you're helping keep this channel alive and growing. And trust me, the best is yet to come. I see all your comments. I feel your love, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. Your thoughts and feedback inspire me to create even more powerful stories. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. More shocking twists, emotional journeys, and real-life lessons are on the way, and I don't want you to miss a single one. Together, we're building an incredible community, and I'm so grateful to have you on this journey with me. Stay strong, stay inspired, and remember, sometimes life's greatest lessons come from the most unexpected moments. See you in the next story.